everyone, here I am again, Marie from Marie Cooks Up a New Life. I'm here to share something new with you today. One of my readers had asked how to spatchcock a whole chicken. So this is what I hope to share with you today. If you'd like this video, I would ask that you would perhaps like, subscribe, or leave a comment. I love to hear from you. Your comments are always more than welcome. And any suggestions on what you would like to see me do in future videos as well. Now, spatchcocking a chicken. What does it mean to spatchcock a chicken? A spatchcocked chicken essentially is a chicken in which the backbone has been removed and then the whole chicken has been flattened to lay it out flatter. This is a great way to cook a chicken quickly. They do cook in probably about, depending on the size of your chicken, 1/2 to 3/4 of the time as it would take to roast a whole chicken in the oven. You can also do them on the grill, whatever is convenient for you. I had never heard of a spatchcock chicken until I moved over to the UK, but that's not to say that they didn't exist here in Canada. They probably did. I just wasn't aware of them because I had never run across them. It's not a very difficult thing to do. At least I don't think it's very difficult to do, but you do need to follow a few rules if you're going to be working with chicken. Chicken is one of those things that can make people really sick if it's not handled properly. So you want to make sure that all of your utensils are clean and that you don't cross-contaminate any of the juices from your chicken with anything else. Now, I'm going to move you from here down to here so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. And I'll continue to talk to you along the way. Here we go. Okay, so here's my chicken. I think this is about a 3-pound chicken, I would guess. I bought it at my local grocery store. Now, as I said before, chicken is one of those things that you really need to be careful with when you're cooking with it. Some people think they need to wash their chicken. You really don't need to do this. Washing your chicken will only spread bacteria throughout your kitchen because the water will, it splashes off everywhere, and you might think that you're wiping it all up, but in a lot of cases you're not. What you do want to do is keep your work surface scrupulously clean. Use only the same cutting board each time you're using raw chicken. Don't mix raw chicken and cooked chicken together, because if you do, you're going to contaminate the cooked chicken with the juices from the raw chicken. Also, make sure that you don't use any of the utensils, cutting boards, dishes, what have you, that you've used with the cooked raw chicken to then use with the cooked chicken. Now, all you really have to do is basically pat your chicken dry. I like to just use some paper toweling for this. I'll take it out of this dish, the plastic thing, and pat it dry on the bottom. Now this is a really nice plump chicken, as you can see. It's not too fatty. I do like to remove like any fatty bits such as this that you might see here. And I've got a bowl there to put the discarded things in. You will want to remove your wing tips. Now I am using a really strong pair of kitchen scissors for this. Mine are Henkel brand. You want a good quality and you want them to be sharp. And don't let your husband use them to cut the roses. That's so annoying. I don't know how many pairs of kitchen scissors I've lost through the years because husbands have taken them out to the shed and used them to cut the roses. Anyways, you want to remove the wing tips because these will often burn. So you just find that joint. There's like a little joint. Let me show you on this side. A little joint in between this part of the wing and the tip of the wing. And you just find that soft sweet spot and you just cut through with your scissors and they come off very easily and just discard. Now, flip your chicken over so that the bottom is at the top. And you see this little bit? My mother always called it the Pope's nose, but I don't think that was a very good thing to call it, so don't quote me on that. This is where your backbone for your chicken runs right down the whole length of the chicken. So what you do is take your scissors and you'll start cutting on this side of the backbone. You cut all the way down. You can see now why it's really important that you have a sharp pair of scissors. Once you get past this middle part, it'll be very easily done. So there's one side done. You can see that your neck is up there. And then you go down again on the other side. Same thing. Cutting on the side of the backbone all the way down the length of the chicken. You see now why it's really important to have a sharp pair of scissors? Right. And now I've gotten all the way to the end. And you can see that backbone is completely removed. You can freeze that to make soup at a later date or stock or what have you. So now you've got your chicken with the backbone removed. And what you want to do now is to flip it over so that the right side is up. And what you do now is you take your hand and you very firmly press down on that until you hear a crunch, or it'll crack, you know, like a bit of a crack. And I have heard that. So your chicken is flattened right out. And that's it. That's your chicken spatchcocked. And like I said, it roasts very easily, quickly. And one thing that I like about it is that because it's more of an even height or what have you, it will cook much more evenly. Now, I'm going to show you how to cook it. I'm just going to wash my hands a little bit because I really hate having these chicken juices on my hands, and I'm not going to need these scissors anymore either. I'll be right back. Okay, here I am. Now, I thought I'd also show you how to cook one of these chickens now that you've got it spatchcocked. And I hope you realize that it's not as hard to do as what you might have thought in the beginning. I'm afraid I'm going to have to use a baking sheet here because I don't really have many things when it comes to dishes. Like as I said earlier in an earlier video, I started off with only 2 suitcases, so to build what I have built is a big, huge thing. So move your chicken onto your roasting pan, baking dish, baking sheet, what have you. I'm going to get rid of this now too. And I'm going to wash my hands again. I don't know why, because I'm only going to be touching the chicken once more. Anyhow, now I'm going to flip it around this way so that this end is facing me. I have here it's a 1/4 cup or 120 grams of salted butter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert this underneath the skin. I've cut it into 6 pats, and one pat I'm going to loosen the skin on the thighs here, and one pat is going to be inserted underneath the skin of this thigh, and another pat is going to be inserted underneath the skin of this thigh. You try to do it without tearing the chicken as much as you can. Right, so there's the butter in there. Then you're going to loosen the skin over the breast, each half of the breast. just so you can slide your finger in there. Let me see. This one's being difficult. Huh. Don't be so difficult. Figures, eh? Okay, I've got it. I've got it now. Right. So you just want to be able to slide your fingers simply in between, but you don't want to tear the skin. So I'm going to put 2 pats under each half of the chicken breast, sliding it in between the skin and the breast itself. It's not really hard to do. Right, so there, the butter's in. You see where I took the tips off of those wings? They're going to tuck in really nicely to the side of this chicken, and the legs are laying out nice and flat. So I can get rid of that. Now, oh, I'll wipe my hands off before I touch this other thing. You want to season your chicken now. Oh wait, first, sorry, you want to sprinkle some olive oil over top. Not a lot, just a little bit, maybe about a tablespoon. I need to get one of those olive oil drizzlers. Just rub it in all over the chicken. And again, I'm going to need to wash my hand before I touch anything else. Sorry about this. What can I say? I'm just really picky about chicken germs. Now, I discovered these seasonings by Canal a few weeks back, and I really like them. This one is called A Sprinkle of Sunshine. They have a variety of seasonings that go with just about everything. Fish, meat, poultry, vegetables. They're really good. Like I said, this is A Sprinkle of Sunshine, and it contains lemon zest, sweet basil, garlic, and well, that's it. Lemon zest, sweet basil, and garlic. No salt or pepper in there, I don't think. It says it's sweet, salty, and citrusy. Okay, here on the back is exactly what's in it. French gray sea salt, spices, herbs, garlic, lemon peel, onion, sugar, lemon concentrate, and that's it. So there's a nice mix of seasonings in here. They're organic. All of the packaging is compostable, which I like. And it's just, I don't know if you can see in here or not, but it smells beautiful. But as I said, they have all different kinds of seasonings, but you can use whatever you want to season your chicken with. I'm just going to like sprinkle some of this over top of my chicken. Be generous with your seasoning. People like to taste it. I like to taste it. What can I say? Bit of a glutton here. There. And that's all you really need to do to get your chicken ready for roasting. You can cut up vegetables and toss them with a bit of oil and scatter them around. But really, you know, if you're just roasting a chicken, this is what you need to do. Now, you want to cover it loosely, which is what I'm doing here, with some tin foil. I need to get myself a few more roasting pans, I think. Anyways, cover it loosely with some tin foil, and then you're going to roast it in a 400-degree oven for 45 minutes. At the end of that time, you're going to take the foil off, baste it with any juices that are in the bottom of the dish, and then roast it for a further 15 to 20 minutes until it's nice and golden brown. Now I have a surprise for you. I did one for you earlier, so you can see what it looks like when it's finished. I didn't expect you to wait all that time to see it done. So here you go. Oops, that's heavy. I'm going to just take it out of the oven here. I think you're going to be impressed. There you have it. A beautiful, perfectly cooked, spatchcocked roast chicken. It's got a beautiful, lovely, crisp, golden brown skin. It's been roasted to an inner temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure what that is centigrade, but it's easy enough to find out just by looking online. It's tender, it's juicy, it's ready. All you need to cook with that is perhaps a few vegetables on the side, maybe some roast potatoes, mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes with chicken. You could make a gravy with the juices that are left in the pan. I do have a recipe on the blog for how to make gravy using just about any kind of broth or juice, and I will leave that in the link below, along with what I've used and done here. Anyways, how to spatchcock a chicken. This is how to spatchcock a chicken. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've learned something, and I hope that you will subscribe, like, and leave a comment below, and that you'll come back another time when I find something else to cook for you. I did order myself one of those portable cooking rings so that I can cook right here on my cooktop, I don't know what this is called, island, and you'll be able to see what I'm doing. It's very difficult for me to show you over at the stove itself because it's very cramped there and the lighting's not very good. This is just the best area. So anyways, I have ordered myself a cooking ring, and hopefully soon I'll be able to show you something tasty by cooking on that. In the meantime, if you have any suggestions of anything that you'd like to see me do in the future, do leave a comment below to let me know. And if you'd like this again, as I said, just give me a thumbs up, push subscribe, and come back again. And in the meantime, I'll close as I always do. Don't forget, God loves you, and I do too. Bye now.